Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is talk about WordPress themes. Now, the difference between this site, well, besides its content, and this site is the theme, right? The theme takes content and presents it in a specific way, right? And so, in fact, let's look at, here we are looking at this theme right now, or looking at this site. And so we have our content looks this way here. Well, let's change it to a different theme right off the bat. We'll come over here to Appearance and Themes. When you come to Appearance and Themes, it shows you the themes that you have installed. So we have 2014, which is active. We have 2013 and we have 2012. These three were all installed when we installed WordPress. Now we can activate 2013 and come back over and take a look at it. We didn't do anything with the content. We didn't change anything about the content, but the whole appearance of the site changed, right? It's completely different now. And in fact, our menu stuff went away because we haven't assigned a menu to this menu theme location. So if we come over here and if we want to set up a menu for that one, we now have to come back over to our manage locations, and this only has one menu available to it. So we just select the main menu. It's only got one menu location, and now the menu that we created before now gets used here, right? And if we come over to Google Docs, everything looks different. Microsoft Word. Now you can see what this one does to the featured image. This one doesn't have that overlapping stuff on the featured image. This one shrinks the featured image down to this size. And on the left aligned images, it actually pokes the images out. Well, in fact, on left and right aligned images, it sticks the images out beyond the edge of the text on either side. So you can get a little bit of idea of what happens here when you change things up with different themes. Let's look at the other default theme. Let's activate 2012. And if we refresh 2012, in this case, oh, that's odd. I wonder what that is. Oh, that was a background image I was playing around with. Or was it a header image I was playing around with? Let's see, remove header image. Save changes. Okay, refresh it. Oops, header text. Show the header text. There we go. I was mucking around with this before class. Okay, so here's what 2012 looks like. Again, it does something entirely different with the featured image, makes it the same size as the content. Now our content is bigger, right? It's now, what is it? It's now 625 pixels. So 238 is no longer half, right? Which is why this whole image thing is very clearly linked to the theme that you're using. If we come back over here now and go back to menus and manage locations, this also only has one menu location, so we just set the main menu to that and refresh it, and now you have it. This is that page that where we pasted the text from the plain text editor, so the text doesn't wrap. And that still works the way you expect it to work. So it's not really, the menus themselves are not dependent upon the theme you're using, just the menu locations. So it will continue to The menus, if you create one and change themes, it may not place the menu in the right spot for you. You may have to do that, but the menu itself still exists. So a theme is just a different way of displaying the same information, right? The same content. It's essentially the visual blueprint for what you do. And you just saw how I switched themes, right? You just go over to Appearance and Themes, and you can activate. You can also do a live preview of it and stuff like that. But so things that change when you change themes. Well, actually, things that don't change when you change themes. Your titles, your page titles don't change. Your site title and this stuff don't change. Your menus don't change. The menu location may change because different themes have different menu locations, but the actual menus themselves don't change. The content that you placed here, the images that you've inserted, you can change themes back and forth all day long, and none of that changes. Right? That always stays the same. They may look different, they may go in different spots, but the actual content that you inserted in the WordPress text editor does not change when you change themes. Now, stuff that does change, though, are the existence of sidebars or the existence of widget areas and the content of those widget areas. Whether or not you can add logo header images or background images, where menus are located, the size of featured images, the size of content areas, whether or not, a theme has a footer and what goes in that footer. Those kinds of things do change from theme to theme, which is why this looks so different from this, which looks so different from this, which looks so different from London translations. Right? They're all WordPress websites, but they all look different because they are all using different themes.